Hello, welcome to another edition of Man Club. Today we're going to discuss and review how to install half of the Honda Factory Performance or HFP suspension. I'll end up installing only the front half because once I got it down and looked at it, I thought, well, the front half looks pretty good and it equals the back half. I think before the front half wheel gap was a lot higher than the rear. So let's get started. Show you the proper jacking point from the middle. This is such a great debate here. It's just real easy. If you come up underneath, you'll see there's a little arrow right here which points to this spot. And as you can see, the whole front end is being supported from right there, so that's a good place to jack from. Okay, so we're going to be installing the Honda Factory Performance Sport Suspension, and we were just jump forward right. We got them up on jack stands. We got the wheel already off to show you how this is going to work. First thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this speed sensor bolt here. This is attached to the strut. There's a bolt right here in the back that we need to come out, and there's a lag bolt on the bottom. That's part of the fork that'll come out. We're going to loosen all three of those, and we're going to come up to the top where we already done a little bit of prep work. We removed the strut bar that runs across. We're going to take these three bolts out here. You get your buddy to help you out, because once you take these three out, it's just going to want to drop, so you just don't want the thing to fall. So let's do it. Okay, so we're going to take off the speed sensor first. Get you a ratchet, 10 millimeter. Okay, next we're going to take off this top bolt here. It's 14 millimeter. And finally, we're going to take out the lag bolt at the bottom. We're going to get a 17 millimeter wrench on one side and a 17 millimeter socket on the other. All right, then at the top here, we're going to take out the three 14 millimeter bolts that are holding the top of the strut tower in. And when you get them loose, don't take them all the way out, because this thing will drop on you. So get them loose and have your buddy help you out. Okay, so we got the bolts loose at the top and we dropped it down, but a little note for you. When you're dropping it down, first of all, watch out for the speed sensor. Take it and go underneath and get it up in front, towards the front of the bumper. And when you're dropping it down, come down this way, towards the back of the wheel well. And you might have to lift up on the suspension just a little bit to help you get it out. And they're conveniently marked here. You'll see this is the right, and when we put in the new part, we make sure we put in the right. Alright, so we slid it in the same way. Had a buddy up top throw a couple of the nuts on real hand tight, just real loose, and we're going to put the speed sensor back in, just basically reverse of what we did to uninstall. Put the bolt in here and then the lag bolt in the bottom, and then get them all hand tight, and then we'll look at the torque specs for how tight they're supposed to be. We got our handy dandy shop manual. You can see right here the bolts that are recessed inside the stabilizer bar go to 16 foot-pounds, and the ones that are for the strut tower here, here, and here, 41 foot-pounds torque.
Simply repeat this process for the other side of the vehicle, then reinstall the strut bar and tighten to these specifications. Here's a shot of the front with the reduced wheel gap, and a shot of the rear, which is unmodified, and finally a shot of the entire car for perspective. Until next time, keep 'em hanging.